The government says that at least 1.25 million Kenyans will be vaccinated between February and June 2021 in the first of 3 phases. Priority will be given to healthcare workers and other essential service providers in sectors such as security, education, and immigration. But even with the expected arrival of the vaccines next month, the Ministry of Health warns that Kenya has not yet flattened the curve. This even as continual disregard for the containment measures is observed in public gatherings and political rallies. Dorcas Wangira reports.
Kenya expects by February to receive 24 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines from the COVAX facility and procure an additional 11 million doses from other mechanisms to vaccinate nearly 16 million people, 30% of the population over a period of 18 months. The vaccines are expected to be a mix of AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and any other vaccine that will be included in the COVAX facility. Given the current global demand and shortage of adequate stock, the government is also exploring procurement through the Africa CDC to cover an additional 5 million people and achieve a 40% vaccine coverage.
If vaccines become available sooner than expected and that resources are also availed, that these targets may change.
Kenya has established vaccination infrastructure with central storage facilities in Nairobi for vaccines requiring cold chain of up to -20 degrees and some limited capacity for -70 degrees in major urban areas. And the Ministry of Health intends to build a capacity of more than 23,000 healthcare workers, including 8,000 health volunteers. The vaccination program is divided into 3 phases. In phase 1, 1.25 million people are expected to be vaccinated between February and June 2021, when global vaccine stocks are expected to be limited. The priority is healthcare workers and essential service providers, including security agents and teachers. Phase 2 will be in July 2021 to June 2022. And as more vaccines become available, the plan is to vaccinate 9.7 million more Kenyans in this phase, targeting persons above 50 years of age and those above 18 years of age with underlying health conditions. Phase 3 could run concurrently with Phase 2, depending on the availability of adequate vaccines. The ministry hopes to achieve the vaccination of 4.9 million people, who will include all other vulnerable populations, like those on congregate settings.
Of course, in the initial phase between now and June 30th, because of limited manufacturing capacity, we'll have hiccups. But going forward, and as more vaccine candidates come into the market, then things will get better.
But even as the government strives to bend the curve, in the last 24 hours, 141 people have tested positive for COVID-19 out of a sample size of 5,644. The total confirmed positive cases are now 100,563. 64 patients have recovered from the disease. The total recoveries now stand at 83,821. No deaths were reported, with the cumulative fatality remaining at 1,753. 477 patients are currently admitted in various health facilities countrywide. Kenyans continue to congregate in public gatherings and political rallies convened by both sides of the political divide.
And the campaigns that are ongoing, we continue to beseech them to continue supporting us when it comes to the fight against COVID-19. We've had deliberations with them. We've been able to, discuss and even share in terms of these statistics and the effects that crowding in brings about.
We are still making arrests quite often, and we don't want to stifle people. Our economy must run. So individual responsibility is what we call for, whether it is public gatherings, whatever it is. And also, we don't want to get into conflict with people. We have a responsibility to protect you.
Even with the test positivity rate remaining consistently below 5% for the past 2 weeks, the Ministry of Health continues to assert that Kenya has not yet flattened its COVID-19 curve. While Kenyans, like the rest of the world, continue to wait for the vaccine, the social vaccine of maintaining social distancing, wearing masks, remain the best protection against the virus. Dorcas Wangira, Citizen TV, Nairobi.